If you can see this unseeable thing, it can help unlock persistent pain. It relates to people who believe that the structural element is the only element behind their pain. If you can be open to the idea of something else happening in that moment when you move or feel pain through a physical element, it can help you see things slightly differently. Watch this video to see if it unlocks something for you that you might not have been aware of before. It's physical, it's physical, it's physical. It hurts when I move, it hurts when I sit, it hurts when I press, it hurts. And I've got evidence of wear and tear on x-rays and scans, and the doc's told me it has this name. Lots of times people get evidence of the physical element of their pain, and all that evidence is valid. However, other people have exactly the same changes in their body and don't have the same level of pain. And some of them have no pain. Some people have arthritis and have no pain. Degenerate discs, no pain. Scoliosis, no pain. One leg longer than the other, no pain. Think of a structural element from a musculoskeletal condition that someone says, this is the reason for my pain. I'll find you somebody else who doesn't have pain. Okay? Now, it doesn't mean that those changes aren't relevant and shouldn't be respected in movement and conditioning and getting back into activities. And there may be some things that the person can't do because of those structural changes, but it shouldn't be due to the level of pain or any constant pain. Here's an example of a question the patient gave me about the structural elements of her pain that puzzled her. She said, why does it hurt me when I squat down to put clothes in the washer? And why does it not hurt me when I squat down to play with my child? Both elements are using the knees to bend down to do a functional task. The ligaments are moving, the joints moving, the muscles are moving, the tendons are moving, the joint surfaces are coming together, the degenerative changes that she believes are present in both situations. So all the structural elements are the same, but what is different is the invisible emotional state that is present in either moment. An emotional state is, you don't see it in terms of neurochemicals, you don't see it. Yes, we can see if someone's highly emotional or really upset or really angry, or it's easy to see in others, but very hard to see in yourself. Very hard to see in yourself. So when that internal assessment of how you feel about a particular task or what you feel about a particular place, or where your mind is that could be in the future or the past, and you are doing a task, if that combination triggers pain, the meaning you are attempting to get is got to come from what you see in your senses, which is bending, squatting, the washing machine, movement, pressure. It must be related to those factors why I'm getting this pain. You can't see the fact that you're resentful for why you're having to do the washing, or you're tired and you've got lots more to do, or you've always been the one that you've been left to do this kind of stuff and you're not supported. That doesn't always run through your head in that moment because it's so firing so fast you don't see all those things. And similarly, when you're kneeling down to bend with and play with a child, it's connecting you with someone you love. It's timeless, it triggers serotonin, oxytocin. There is no past or future in that moment, it's simply joy. Those are the elements that are invisible to the person experiencing it. One will get pain, one will be no pain. So if you can be open that in addition to the physical elements, that any pain has a physical component and any pain has an emotional component, and it's like a spectrum. Sometimes it will be predominantly physical, like with a physical injury, and a small amount of fear or frustration about it. Sometimes there's a massive amount of fear and frustration, just a small injury. Either way, within 3 months tissue heals. If the structural changes left, and yeah, there's a scar, they're a sign of a life lived. They'll find them on scans and x-rays and ultrasound tests, but they are not a driver for persistent pain. What is a driver with those changes, with movements of those areas of the body that we find pain, is this huge surge of emotional charge: fear, frustration, anger, resentment, regret, guilt, shame. Think of one, they're all based in fear. Have a consideration of how much of those emotions are attached to your pain, are attached to the part of the body where you feel pain, and then start to think about, or be open to the idea, could I change how I feel about the pain? Could I change about how I think about movements of this joint when it happens, and how am I feeling when that does happen? And if the pain appears and sideswipes me, is it really just the structure, or is there other things that I haven't previously seen that I can now possibly consider and do something about? And you can do something about them, and that can change your pain.